Oh, yeah. No, if they reverse the order, that could be switched.
Yeah,
If that happens,
that easy enough.
if they do, normally,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
normally
Who put out the agenda? Oh, who knows? We in the right town?
Yeah.
She got that far. I just realized we're saving some money by not having 3 board members.
Yeah, should be. On the other hand, since she hasn't, since her application has not been accepted, should she still be getting paid?
If anybody wants any warm water, there's
Warm water?
Thanks, Larry.
We don't have the fridge plugged in. Save it on money.
That's to help pay for the attorney.
it's floor.
Room temperature. Like today was a cool day. Yeah.
This meeting's called to order. Roll call.
Con,
Here.
no,
Here. You certify compliance to the open meetings law?
yeah, I posted it on Friday.
Friday the 9th it was posted, 3 posting areas.
Yes. And I put it on the Vanishing website. Which I think is up if you go to staff or something.
Minutes for May 12th.
He sent me some things on different.
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
Second the motion. Any changes or anything? It's been moved and seconded to accept the May 12th minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The May 29th minutes will be approved at the next meeting. I didn't get them on the agenda. There was a special meeting, May 29th, concerning road work. The bid for a chip seal and crack seal. But we'll approve it next month. You have correspondence?
No, there's some treasurer's report.
Oh, treasurer's report.
Yeah. The only question I have is, why is there still so much in the tax account?
They haven't transferred it into the general account.
I guess
We
I
have to
asked.
have Lorraine and I both sign it.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept the treasurer's report subject to audit.
been moved and seconded to accept the treasurer's report, subject to audit. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Correspondence.
Oh, you want the reports first.
And Ken will be late.
Okay, we'll do the highway when Ken gets here.
For the fire department, today I finished up the 2% fire dues audit. So that's all done with. That's all I have on that.
Airport, Don?
Yeah, we got 3 bids on the hangars, and they run from $557,994 to $588,296. There's a breakdown of what's what as far as the cost, but I'm still trying to find out from the state how much credit we have coming. I know we have over $7,000 credit, plus we have approximately $20,000 to $25,000 extra credit. So until I get that, we won't know exactly what it's going to cost us. Some of this is at 10%, and some of it will be at 5%. And I'm waiting for the breakdown on that also. I'm trying to get the state to move on this so we can get going here, one way or the other. So as soon as I find something out, I'll get back to you and let you know. And we'll schedule another meeting for that. And Flight for Life was here the other day, using the airport again. So I guess that's pretty much it. And we're getting ready for our flying breakfast on Sunday.
Thanks. Blue Spring Lake Management District.
The only thing I have with that is covered under the agenda. What about the fast boating hours?
The building inspector, he sent us a $8 check, because that's 10% of the $80 that he received for building permits. We have zoning and land use permits, one for standard process for a 11 by 25 foot structure at 1200 West Royalty Drive. Scott M. Schreiber and Sherry Schreiber have a permit. It says permit for trailer only, mobile home. So I'm assuming this is for residential.
They have a permit for a trailer, they're living in one, they're building their
Temporarily.
house.
Yeah, I think that's why it's said, but it didn't say any temporary. There's over at the campgrounds at Dion's, for lot number 42A, there's a permit for a deck. And for lot 46A, there's another permit for a deck.
Is that a circle?
Yes, at the campground. And then Cold Spring Egg Farm Incorporated, with the contractor We Energies, is putting up a 14 square foot structure. It says it has an X on shoreland and floodplain, which I don't know why. It says it's a 14 foot structure. Then the zoning approved Timothy and Chris Riedel's rezoning of 2 acres from A1 agricultural to A3 rural residential, rezoning of 3 acres from A1 agricultural to A2 agricultural and rural business, and their conditional use permit for storage of contractors' equipment for the business that's currently there. Then we received the CT report, which is like our tax report from Johnson Block, so we have that. I received a letter from the village that Dave Turner sent to Mr. Hackett regarding some of the old fire district items. I got a confirmation from the US Post Office, because I went and opened a box for the town, and our new address is P.O. Box 519, 519 in Palmyra. We received a letter from the Best Bike Ride, and they're again holding their 31st annual Best Damn Bike Ride on August 2nd and 3rd, and they will be coming through Palmyra on August 2nd, approximately around 9:20 a.m. and should be exiting about 2 o'clock p.m. And they just wanted to know if there was any other things they needed to do, whether they need permits or other notifications.
Do you have a phone number for them?
I can get you a copy too. And then I have the resignation letter from Dr. Muth, and I did post that on the website. And that is it.
Okay, new business. Possible action, consider possible action, Tamarack Road and Carlin Trail road with bids.
Send me a copy of their, whatever.
Yep. Consideration and action on Tamarack Road and Carlin Trail roadwork bids.
Okay, the bids came in for the work on Tamarack Road and Carlin Trail. And the recommendation of the Highway Committee was to award it to Wolf Paving. Their bid came in at $99,793.52. Rock Road was $115,116.64. Payne and Dolan was $114,827.20. And the county was $111,396. And Frank Brothers got all the information, but they did not bid. So I'd make a motion to,
That is the, that's for Tamarack Road and Carlin Trail.
Carlin Trail.
What?
For both of them?
Yes. It's for pulverizing and paving on Carlin Trail around that corner where it's all broken up. And then a continuation on Tamarack Road of pulverizing and paving to roughly, I can't think of her name though, her house, Karen, whatever. But anyway, from her house, another 1,400 and some feet or something like that is overlaid, and then there's another short stretch that's pulverized and paved. So basically, we'll have close to 2 miles of new highway on there. So I'll make a motion that we accept the bid from Wolf Paving.
It's been moved, I second it. It's been moved and seconded to accept the Wolf Paving bid for the work on Tamarack Road and Carlin Trail. Have any other discussion?
He's gonna let me know a couple weeks before they would start the project, so I can let people know about it. I told them they could work it into their schedule. So, and they figure it would take a total of 3 weeks at the maximum to complete the project, because they are doing 2 roads.
Could you repeat the amount, please, of that bid?
$99,793.52.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, discuss possible action on other road committee recommendations.
Okay, the other recommendations,
Was that regarding the meeting that was before this?
yes.
Okay.
Yep. That would be this seal coating and chip sealing of around Blue Spring Lake, and crack sealing of Tower Road Young Road, which is our responsibility, that's from H to Tamarack, and Zion Road from Hooper to CI. The bids were, the county was $77,334.75. Scott Construction was $55,990. Farner was $56,405. But we recommend to take Farner because they give a 3-year guarantee on the crack sealing, and Scott only gave a 1-year guarantee. So we recommended Farner. It was $415 more, but for 2 extra years of a guarantee, we felt it was worth it.
Tom? That's not a problem accepting, not accepting the lowest bid, it was in the bid documents?
No, that's not a problem. If it's the lowest responsible bidder that you accept, and you enunciated the reasons, so I think that is sufficient.
Okay, they're $415 more, but they have a two more years warranty on the work. So that's
Scott was
that's not a problem,
Scott
correct?
was $55,990,
Yes,
and Farner was $56.
405.
No, that's not a problem. You can accept the bid that is the lowest responsible bidder in your opinion, due to circumstances you can.
Well, our bid document said that we take the one that we deem most advantageous.
So I'll move to accept the Farner bid for $56,405. FAHRNER. If you can read that.
I'll second it. Any more discussion? Anything else?
No.
Okay, so this is for seal coating, Blue Spring Lake, South Shore Drive.
South Shore Drive, Blue Spring Lake, North Blue Spring Lake Drive, just the parts around the lake, including the 2 access roads and the boat launch.
Okay, and Tower Road,
Tower Road, the whole thing.
Young Road,
Young Road from H to Tamarack.
and Zion Road from Hooper to CI,
Yes,
correct?
yes. No, Zion.
Zion Road from Hooper to CI. Summarize that. How many last year?
They did some patching on there.
Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Action on LGIP account.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to transfer the money from the fire and EMS into the regular account,
The regular LGIP
the regular LGIP account, but not close that other account, just leave it open.
Do you wanna leave the 33,000 that's due in August in there? For the payment, for the loan?
No, I mean, that was covered under the budget, it should be with our,
Should be in the general
in the general fund.
fund.
No, it wasn't covered in there, we took that out.
But we did budget for it. If you look through the budget, that number has always been in there. And it's part of the numbers that we had in the regular budget.
All second.
So you want it moved into,
The regular LGIP.
It's been moved and seconded to move the approximately $43,000 from the EMS LGIP account to the regular LGIP account. Any more discussion?
Yeah,
All in favor?
I
Aye. Motion carried.
would also like to move that any transfers of money in the LGIP be with board approval.
LGIP money from any checking account to any account?
From transfers.
Okay, LGIP transfers.
I haven't done any of that.
No, it's not, no, it's just for everybody's protection.
Yeah, well, all that was done with board approval. The one thing that happened was we had a mistake on that whole thing because Larry signed it after.
Well,
It's just procedure. I
I'm
second
just
it.
saying, it never was transferred out in the other bit. You guys told me to put it into a EMS fund.
It's been moved and seconded to have board approval for any movement of funds from or to EMS. Or there is no more money in the EMS account. There won't be.
Just
So
for
it's
the
just a
LGIP.
regular
Are you
LGIP
saying
account.
from any account?
No, the LGIP account to any other account. It just said needs board approval to move money in or out of the LGIP. The only LGIP account that has money in it now needs board approval from you.
Correct.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, consider and approve or approve Rushing Waters Trout House operations, or operator licenses. These are for bartenders, I assume,
Yeah, I
right?
gave them to you.
I know I have them.
Yes.
Maureen Steinke, James Raymond Myers, Nathan Chappell, Jeremy Colbert.
They gave me all their paperwork that they took.
You have all the
Classes.
paperwork?
Yeah, they took
Fees,
classes,
their
they
fees?
filled it out. Peter paid $100, so $25 for each one of them. And they gave me all their documentation that they took their classes they needed to.
I have copies, I saw them.
I'll make a motion to approve the application for operators licenses.
I second it. It's been moved and seconded to approve Rushing Waters Trout House operator licenses. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Consider possible action regarding signage on Carlin Trail for the Palmyra Environmental Learning Center.
A gentleman from the Environmental Learning Center, I believe his name was Aaron Holter, Mr. Aaron Holter, called to see if he could put a sign up because their sign is, the sign into their entrance is blocked by vegetation, and they just wanted something to allow the buses that brought kids out to see where the entrance was. And the county is putting up a sign, or the state, on Highway 59, and he also wanted to put a smaller sign on Carlin Trail just for a directional sign. I spoke with the county, with Greg Keppel, who is the head of the sign division, and they had no problem with them doing that.
You wanna, so we don't have to, we don't need, the county's gonna take care of
The
it?
county's taking care of it.
So
Okay,
we don't need a.
We don't-
The county has the signing ordinances,
okay.
so
We don't-
we
we don't
actually have no
con-
control.
We don't have
over
any
it.
control, okay. Consideration and action on boarding hours for Blue Spring Lake for 4th of July. We have to change, give them permission to change hours?
Yes,
Okay, you wanna
for the fast.
explain it?
Okay, for their show, their ski show on the 4th of July weekend, they asked for the Monday night of June 23rd and the Monday night of June 30th along South Shore only for fast boating hours from 5 to 6 for practice. And this is, they asked that it just be handled as a temporary measure to see how it works. If everybody behaves and it works well, they would like to do it again later, but for right now, that's just those dates. If there is a problem on the 23rd, they won't do it on the 30th. And they also would like Saturday, July 5th, from 5 to 7 for their boat show, or the ski show rather, with no rain date. And I would make a motion to approve those fast boating hours as I just stated.
I second it. It's been moved and seconded to approve the fast boating hours for the 4th of July, except for that's the weekend.
Just
right?
July 5th.
July 5th.
July 5th, June 23rd, and June 30th for practice.
Okay.
So you want
June 30th and June 23rd from 5 to 6. And Saturday, July 5th from 5 to 7.
It's been moved and seconded to approve these fast boarding hours. In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. I see our road guy is here, and hopefully he has a report.
Road guy. Yeah, I don't know if you got up there already on, Cook Road, you got up there later, or today or anything?
I didn't
Take a
go up
look,
there.
okay, it looks pretty good, I think he's done, I have to call him.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's looking good, it's up, you know, got the canopy up, we've brushed back on Cook Road, from basically from where Marion comes up around the hill. Cause it was really into the brush and trees were really into the road bed, so he's got that looking pretty good. Other than that, we're gonna get a couple potholes, and then did you get your list from Blaine?
I talked to Blaine tonight. He said his drivers were a little lazy in getting him the reports, but he's gonna go around with me,
Okay,
and you can do it after you do the mowing,
oh, okay,
when you got a little more time.
right, yeah,
And that, because he's got some summer school, but not a lot,
okay,
so I will get back to you on that.
alright, okay. Then that would be all I have at this point.
How long did that take him?
Let's see, he started Wednesday, so he worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then he was there today, so,
Okay,
yeah, it was a lot, he took a lot out.
well, there was a lot there.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's done it, I gotta call him, I stopped by him this morning, it's about 11 o'clock, you know, he's working, and,
Okay,
but just the one guy, so it would, you know.
all right,
But we'll see, you know, he's gotta be close, so I just drove through there just now, coming back over from Hebron, so it looks pretty good.
okay,
Might be a few more things just to touch up, but it's 90-something%.
Okay.
So you did what,
Brushing, yeah,
brushing,
the tractor.
and your mowing too?
We're gonna, yeah, then, we'll probably get going on
usually
the
start
mornings.
that, what, the end of June?
Yeah, end of June, first week of July, something like that. That's what I have.
And probably a place to start would be Veely Road, that's a very hard one to see.
Yeah. Yeah, we can start on Little Prairie and come back up and do that one first. Okay.
Your potholes are behaving very well compared to like a year ago.
Yeah, like I say, it wasn't as bad this year. As cold as it was, it stayed frozen, so I think there was actually
There
better.
was no freezing and thawing and that's
Right,
what-
it wasn't in and out all winter long, so they are holding up better than, than what you'd expect, so.
And I've got a few other trees down that I talked to Mike about that are in the ditch.
Mhm.
They're not on the road, they're in the ditch. So hopefully I'll have them cleaned up before you get there with your brush cut, or the mower.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Public comment, Dennis Bartel, is he here?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to, first of all, thank the road committee, headed by Mr. Supervisor Miller, Dick Nathrop, and Blaine Paulson. I think that you've done an extremely conscientious and a great job at performing your tasks for that particular committee. It's a heck of a lot of work, and I just want you to know it's greatly appreciated. I know what it's like to go through those efforts and put out bids, and you should know that you're being commended. The other point is a personal little tidbit. Sheriff Milbrath, if you have any contact with him, let him know. My wife, we had tax fraud this year. Somebody utilized her social security number, and we made a phone call to the sheriff's department amongst many others, and the response time was less than a half an hour. I couldn't get out of the bathroom after shaving and showering before the deputy arrived. So, I've been really, since I've been out here now for about 11 years, I've been extremely pleased with the coverage from the sheriff's department, and they typically in the past, about every other meeting, have had a deputy here, and I just asked the board to convey my pleasure with the sheriff and his department. And keep up the good work. I know it's difficult.
Mr. Jim Rowland.
Copy for each of you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'm concerned that an open meeting, illegal meeting violation has occurred. The public notice to call for bids for road work was submitted to the Daily Jefferson Union on Thursday morning, May 29th, around 11:30. The special town board meeting was called for the purpose of obtaining board approval to place such a notice and was held Thursday evening, May 29th at 6:30, after the notice was already submitted to the newspaper. There are two problems with this action. It appears that there was a discussion and decision made between the chairman and Supervisor Miller to undertake this action. That would have constituted a quorum. It was not posted, therefore was an illegal meeting. Item 2, the notice was submitted to the newspaper prior to the board meeting where the approval was given to place said notice. This is likely an obvious violation of the Wisconsin Open Meetings Law. It's not my desire to file a formal complaint with the district attorney's office regarding this incident, but I am very concerned that Larry and Ed, having served in office for over a year, would choose to take actions that they know to be in violation of state statutes. It is past time that board members become more respectful of the state laws that govern towns. This activity reinforces the need for a 5-person board that can work on issues together without a quorum being present and violations occurring. You say you need the town attorney at each meeting to protect you. Even the town attorney cannot protect you from all your actions if you choose not to abide by state law. So I'm asking this board to become professional in their actions and to do the job you were elected to do within the parameters of state law. Thank you.
Thank you. Laura Kulik?
I'm in the back row here. I'd like to ask the board that due to the town budget being overspent in 2013 by $137,695, that during this year, the town board would reevaluate that so that you can see where you're at halfway through the year instead of getting in that position. During last year, the board did not reconvene into open session to reevaluate last year's budget when we went over, so that you don't get in that same position this year, kind of reevaluate it throughout midsection so that you can have a better handle on where your budget amounts are. Also, ask the board to place on the agenda in July to do that evaluation. So you can see the budget amounts for all accounts. Also, if we could get a profit and loss statement with the treasurer's report each month at the monthly meeting, that way, that'll also help you have a better idea of where you are in regards to the budget.
I'll send you one more of your,
Okay.
I don't want to print out the whole bunch.
Can you email it?
We couldn't hear because
You
of the
can
truck.
email
Email it to her so she can
Yeah,
send it
right
out?
out of QuickBooks. I can.
Okay, that'd be
You'll
great.
email it? She'll email it to you and you can email it around and.
Or I'll scan it and send it to you. but
Okay.
I don't
Everybody
want-
can have it and then they want to print it. they can go get
Sounds good, thank you.
it. Okay, thank you. Joe Nussbaum?
Just remind me.
Okay, all I have to say is I'd like to thank Don. He and I spent some time this afternoon going over the airport improvement program that was sent to the Bureau, that we get from the Bureau of Aeronautics. We looked at numbers and we couldn't make heads or tails out of some of them. They've got fantastic, high numbers in that report. We have no idea where they came from, so Don is gonna look into it with the Bureau. And I think possibly once it gets straightened out, maybe, at their board meetings, when he gives his report, the board can look over 1 year to see what the programs are, and if you wanna approve them or don't approve them, so that we know how to go ahead with the improvements to the airport.
Thank you.
Thank Don for his time this afternoon, and I scratched our head on 60,000, and we figured if some of the land value was that much, he and I were gonna buy the land and sell it back to him and make a fortune.
Motion to adjourn.
One more thing on the hangars. I have 9 requests right now for people that wanna rent hangars from us. And one gentleman told me this afternoon that, or yesterday, the other day, that if we're short of money, perhaps we could issue a longer lease and collect like 3 or 4 years to get the.
Oh, make them prepay?
Yeah,
Yeah, the current proposal is only for 6 hangars
yeah, I
with
know,
money that we have in
Yeah.
our grant.
yeah.
Maybe we can make them a bid for them, that way we get like 9 guys in 6 spots.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Put the hangers on eBay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded, it's been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting, all in favor? Aye. Motion carried.